Welcome back to the show. I am so excited, you guys, to be recording Create It Like a Boss today at the podcast room in the bakery Cowork in Atlanta, Georgia. I have finally found a place that literally matches my vibe for co-working. It's everything is decorated in pink, blue, and green, you guys. If you haven't yet, check out the video, check out my latest Instagram reels, go check out Bakery Cowork anytime you're in Atlanta, Georgia. Let Yusra know that I sent you. She is amazing. She's a power lifter, or she was a power lifter. She is from Egypt. She's been in Atlanta for a while now, and she manages their operations. So in this episode, I am talking about mastering the art of multi-passionate entrepreneurship and strategies for success. And you guys, please let me know also, I'm curious if the sound sounds better, because my previous episodes on the show, I've been using a lavalier mic, which sounds pretty good when I listen to the episodes again. But those of you watching the video on my YouTube channel or a clip on my Instagram, you can see clearly I have a legit professional mic in front of me. So I'm curious to know what it sounds like, because I feel super podcasty, even though it's already like over 600 episodes. Anyway, I digress. In a world that's celebrates specialization or niching down, multi-passionate entrepreneurs like myself dare to defy conventional wisdom. As a visionary entrepreneur, we refuse to be confined to a single passion or industry, instead choosing to pursue multiple interests simultaneously. And at the same time, that's not always easy to navigate with worthiness, as well as with people-pleasing tendencies for those of you that understand where I am coming from. Mastering the art of multi-passionate entrepreneurship absolutely requires a unique set of strategies, structures, and systems. And if you've tuned in on the show before, you know I talk about that a lot. In this show, we're diving into the secrets of thriving as a multi-passionate entrepreneur and sharing practical strategies for success, embracing your diverse passions, and managing your ventures. And this guide will help you be equipped with the tools that you need on your auxiliary entrepreneurial path. Now, also full disclaimer, I want to let you guys know that I am glancing at where I've been also utilizing ChatGPT to do blog posts and overviews in my own voice, whether it's blogs, whether it's social media posts, and tweaking them so it sounds like me and it is me. And it feels like I would have written it even if I didn't, because this blog post, full disclaimer, got written from some prompts in less than 10 seconds. So those of you that are watching me, that is what I'm glancing at, as well as clearly adding in some more flavor. As if all the pink and all the colors aren't enough, right? So number one, embrace your diverse passions. Recognize the power of your multi-passionate nature, and especially if that is where you thrive and excel. Unleash your creativity while still embracing those synergies, but while still maintaining purpose and priorities. And that is something that has been quite a journey for me, let me tell you. And then you want to think about defining your purpose and priorities, clarifying your vision, identifying your core values and your mission, setting clear goals and mechanisms for self-accountability and for community accountability, whether that's a co-working space, whether that is co-working at the pool, which you've heard me talk about recently at the rooftop pool, whether that is in masterminds and groups online as well, which I definitely do. But self-accountability also goes to, you guys, keeping a scorecard. Like, I have a beautiful scorecard I keep on Excel that I am diving deep into my series on the Creator to CEO, which is coming up in between a couple weeks to a month or so. So definitely stay tuned for that series. and on ClickUp. If you don't use ClickUp yet for project management and their dashboards, you are missing out. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Prioritize with intention. You want to align your ventures with your purpose. For example, I had been planning coming to Bakery Cowork for over a week. I rescheduled from the week before last week because it wasn't lining up with other things I knew were at a higher placed priority to get done first. Then last week, Monday through Thursday, I didn't feel so well. And so things adjusted. And then when I decided I was coming in today, I made sure things stayed aligned Sunday and Monday before I scheduled the time to come today. Then I set the intention to create and receive and flow. I knew I was going to film several Instagram reels, which already got done. Then I also plan to film between 2 to 7 videos on being a multi-passionate entrepreneur, on like this episode, and then also on 7 ways that multi-passionate entrepreneurs make money. Because like one of the walls in the Bakery Cowork says, making money is sweet. So, aligning your ventures with your purpose. Then cultivate a growth mindset. I accepted years ago when I realized I had stopped growing, not stopped growing, but not growing as much, because I, was in undergrad, I was in grad school, loved to learn, was in a number of organizations. Then I continued on with my CPA and my CPA education, but then I realized circa 2010 that I wasn't growing as much. And as I dove into personal development, Herbalife nutrition, when I lost 55 plus pounds, I ended up then realizing how much I had missed growing so much. So embracing lifelong learning, constantly expanding your knowledge and skills, embracing failure as feedback. And believe me, if you haven't tuned into some of my episodes, like what I learned from losing millions of dollars in pitching, both pitching to investors as well as pitching proposals, you definitely want to tune in, because I am by no means, someone that will tell you that everything, although I decree and declare that everything I turn touches to gold, and I pray for harvests of 30, 60, 100-fold. Believe me, there's a lot of failure that I have faced in multiple areas of life that remind me all the time I'm human, and to be humble and grateful, but also recognize my own self-worth and value. And that is something I hope that you remember for yourself too. Which, speaking of, fostering resilience. Resilience. You definitely want to think about it. Oh, you see, here's another human example. On those watching on my YouTube channel, I had initially positioned my ring light to be out of the frame, which when I clip it, I notice it's in the frame right now. Squirrel, you see? But when I clip it, I can adjust it. So again, first world problems. So resilience. You want to foster resilience and navigate challenges and bounce back stronger, and realize that failure does not define you. It is simply feedback and a repositioning or a redirection is what I believe. Then you want to look at developing effective time and energy management productivity. Time and energy management strategies. On my last episode, I dove deep into time batching on the Create It Like a Boss show, so definitely check that out. I have a couple episodes on time batching in 2023. Create a schedule that works for you and maximizes productivity. Practice self-care. Integrate that self-care. Delegate and outsource. Leverage support systems to optimize efficiency. Foster collaboration and community. That's one of the reasons why I tuned into coming into Bakery Cowork, because I wanted to co-create that community and I wanted to connect. And I will definitely be back after my travels. Not sure yet when, but I will definitely be back. And as of this recording, I'm actually going to be speaking and sharing about some of my interactions with investor platforms and applying and pitch decks, etc. Because you want to seek like-minded community and collaborate with other multi-passionate entrepreneurs. You want to focus on collaboration over competition. And also, you want to focus on, how do I phrase this? Valuation in the standpoint of valuating another human over comparison, or communion over comparison, because so many times we compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. And so honoring where they are and being inspired, but recognizing where you are and sharing your expertise, establishing yourself as a thought leader, staying agile and adaptable to change. I can't tell you how many times, while being true to myself, I have changed, and I continue to, and listening to feedback, connecting with my heart. I'm listening to a book right now on worthiness, because I've recognized where some of my patterns demonstrate that I am not acting in alignment, and that worthiness is popping its head back up versus worthlessness. You want to monitor the market trends. You want to look at what's happening. A recent example of this on social media is Threads. So are you on Threads yet? I'm treating it like Instagram had a baby with Twitter, and sharing things that I want to share, but also resharing other people's things. And that's the beauty of being on something that's brand new. Which speaks of embracing experimentation, whether it's on Threads or whether it's on something else. Embrace experimentation in every area of your life, trying new things, not being afraid to explore, not being afraid to test, and iterating on your own ideas. Because mastering the art of being a multi-passionate entrepreneur is thrilling, and embracing that journey all along the way can help be fulfilling and fulfill you as a human, because after all, we are human beings, not human doings. So I would love it if you leave a review on the show and share and tag me at Katrina Julia Fit at Fit Life Creation, and leave the review so others can hear all about it too. And thanks so much, you guys.